Ever caught yourself daydreaming about chocolatey waterfalls? Welcome to the magical world of KitKats. Born in 1935, these crispy treats were designed for the snack-craving worker in all of us.
KitKat Fred. That's right, milk chocolate crisp centre.
But have you ever wondered, what's behind that satisfying snap? Or how does this chocolatey wafer goodness come together? Join us on this journey that's as crunchy, sweet, and irresistibly fun as the KitKat bar itself. The year was 1935, and the world was about to get its first taste of what would later be known as the KitKat. Designed by Rowntree's of York, England, this snack was initially christened Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp. The motive? To offer hard-working individuals a delightful bite during their mid-morning break. Now, you may be wondering how the name KitKat came into play. Well, there are actually a few theories floating around. Some believe it was inspired by a private club in England known as the KitKat. With so many tales and speculations, what is the real origin of the KitKat's name? History reveals that the name KitKat actually has its roots in the KitKat Club and a certain pastry chef. The club received its distinctive name from Christopher Catling, a local pastry chef who provided the club with meat pies he labeled KitKats. Some members from Rowntree's who were part of this club found the name so catchy that they went ahead and trademarked it in 1911. Although the initial chocolates named KitKat weren't quite the hit, by 1937, Rowntree's saw potential and rebranded their chocolate crisp with the unforgettable name KitKat. And, as they say, the rest is history. By the mid-1940s, KitKats had skyrocketed in popularity, selling over an astonishing 10 million units a week.
Well, you made it.
Of course I did. Feel strong enough to go on?
Ooh, let's have a break first.
That means a KitKat.
Good idea.
Just the job.
Wonderful chocolate.
Like the wafer. It's so crispy.
Have a break, have a KitKat. Crispy, crunchy chocolate to have a break, have a KitKat.
From a modest British snack to a global sensation, the rise of KitKats was nothing short of sweet. And it wasn't just about chocolates. It was about granting workers that much-needed, delightful break, one crisp layer at a time.
Nice place you got here, Frank.
Yeah. Be even better when we get the carpets in.
Have a break. Have a KitKat.
The beginning, ingredients. So what makes a KitKat? Well, a KitKat. The heart and soul of this treat are the ingredients, and at the forefront are the ever-eager cacao beans. By the late 1940s, as the demand for KitKats soared, thousands of tons of these beans were sourced yearly to craft the iconic chocolate coating. Accompanying these beans are sugar for that sweet touch, wheat flour giving the wafer its crispy character, and milk ensuring a creamy consistency. Oh, and let's not forget the cocoa butter, which was introduced in significant quantities by the 1950s to ensure a melt-in-your-mouth experience. Each ingredient plays a pivotal role, with their harmonious blend resulting in the KitKat bars millions adore today. Behind every delicious bite is a symphony of ingredients, each telling a tale of flavor and crunch. The chocolate journey. During the 1960s, while rock and roll was taking the world by storm, our cacao beans were having their own backstage party. Once plucked, they're not immediately ready to hit the dance floor. They chill out, fermenting and sunbathing, because even beans need a good tan. This process is vital for developing that rich chocolatey flavor. By the 1970s, innovations meant that over 70% of these beans reached their peak flavor within a mere few days. Then comes the roasting, the stage where these beans truly find their voice. They're roasted to perfection and ground into cocoa liquor, the foundational DNA of our chocolate universe. Fast forward to the 1990s, and the use of modern machinery enabled the production of smoother cocoa liquor than ever before. Thus, with techie twists, our cocoa liquor became silkier than a pop star's hair. The magic combination. Now, every show-stopping performance needs a stellar supporting cast. So in the 1980s, KitKat began sourcing an estimated 100,000 tons of milk annually. Yes, you heard it right. a literal river of milk, making sure our chocolate's DNA, the cocoa liquor, was always in its prime form. So by the mid-80s, nearly 40% of all KitKats had a richer mix of milk, making them creamier than ever. But the magic didn't stop there. Sugar, being the sweet talker, makes its way to the mix, adding that perfect pitch of sweetness to our star-studded ensemble. And how can we forget the unsung hero? By the 1990s, an additional 50,000 tons of cocoa butter joined the troupe, bringing a silken touch to every bite. But wait, there's more to this tale. For the magic combination isn't just about ingredients, it is a process of alchemy. Every proportion meticulously measured, every stir crafted with precision, making sure that the iconic milk chocolate of the KitKat has its signature taste and snap. KitKat's signature, the wafer. Now, it's one thing to have a delightful chocolate coating, but what gives KitKat its unforgettable crunch? That's right, the wafer. I mean, what's Batman without Robin? Going back to the 1940s, when KitKats were still finding their feet, the wafer was there, offering its crunchy embrace. These layers, formed from wheat flour, are baked to sheer perfection, ensuring that satisfying crunch with every bite. Fast forward to the 1980s, often remembered for its vibrant fashion, was also a time when the KitKat wafer was refined to perfection. Comprising of thin layers, this crispy marvel is then crafted to achieve an impeccable balance. The wafers are baked using methods that ensure they retain their crispiness even when enveloped by molten chocolate. But here's the interesting twist. Ever wonder why the wafer layers are horizontal and not vertical? Well, the 2000s brought insights that a horizontal layering made the wafer stronger, ensuring it could bear the weight of the creamy chocolate without turning into a crumbly mess. By the early 2000s, an estimated 3 billion KitKat wafers were produced annually. The secret to this enormous success, precision and consistency. Each wafer layer, millimeters thin and perfectly airy, had to play its part. One tiny misstep, and you'd risk the whole chocolatey structure. It's no exaggeration to say that the wafer is KitKat's backbone. So the next time you snap a KitKat, take a moment to appreciate the wafer's journey, from simple layers to becoming the signature crunch in one of the world's favorite chocolates. Molding and cooling. The next stage is that of molding and cooling. It's the stage where our KitKat starts looking, well, like the KitKat we all love and drool over. In the heart of KitKat factories today, state-of-the-art machines pour the harmonious blend of chocolate and wafer into precise molds. Each mold, crafted to perfection, ensures that classic four-finger design we all know and love. But it doesn't end there. As the filled molds move forward, they embark on a cooling conveyor. This isn't just any conveyor. Think of it as a chill-out zone for the newly formed KitKats. They lounge and relax, allowing the chocolate to solidify perfectly around their wafer core. The result? That impeccable snap when you break off a finger of KitKat. Remember, it's not just about cooling, it's about cooling right. Too fast, and the chocolate loses its lustrous sheen. Too slow, and it might not set perfectly. But thanks to advancements in technology, all of this effort ensures that when you unwrap that KitKat, you're greeted by a bar molded to perfection and cooled to just the right crunch. Current methods allow a whopping 10,000 KitKats to be molded, cooled, and wrapped every minute. KitKat's advertising legacy is just as impressive. Having graced our TV screens since 1958, KitKat commercials have left a permanent mark on pop culture.
Chin up a little, dear. Okay, hold it. That's got it.
Time for a break. Have a KitKat. Delicious crunchy wafer fingers covered with thick milk chocolate. Have a break. Have a KitKat.
The iconic "Have a break, have a KitKat" slogan, which began its journey in a UK commercial in 1957, still echoes across the globe.
Have a break. Have a KitKat.
Then there's the irresistibly catchy
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that KitKat bar.
Over the decades, these commercials have showcased various scenarios. Through every evolution, From the legendary to the contemporary break time anytime ads, KitKat's message remains clear. No matter who you are, there's always a perfect moment for a KitKat break. Packaging. The final step of this chocolatey journey is packaging. You see, every KitKat bar, after its meticulous creation, deserves a stylish tuxedo to flaunt. Now, dressing up millions of KitKats daily isn't a casual affair. The wrappers not only look stylish, but play a crucial role in keeping our beloved bars fresh and crispy. In today's eco-conscious age, over 70% of KitKat wrappers worldwide are designed to be recyclable. Talk about looking good and doing good simultaneously. With high-speed machines that could give the fastest tailors a run for their money, bars are wrapped at an astonishing rate. And while they're zipped into their iconic red outfits, they also get stamped with the signature KitKat logo, which is, fun fact, recognized by 92% of the global population. The wrapping isn't just about aesthetics, it's a protective shield safeguarding the inner chocolatey masterpiece from the outside world, ensuring every KitKat you unwrap has retained its crafted perfection. So the next time you tear open that familiar red wrapper, know that it was chosen not just for its looks, but for its dedication to keeping your snack perfect, break after break. And there you have it. From beans to bar, KitKat's journey is quite the adventure. It starts with those eager cacao beans, teams up with the crispy wafer, gets a chill, and finally suits up in its wrapper. But before you go, here's a thought. Do you think those cacao beans ever imagined they'd end up in your break?